All right. Neat. Well, that was a lot. Kind of see where this is going, but we'll continue and do another investigation. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I am swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh, me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth there. But dude, Edgy, you guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know, but what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, you mean it's me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me. But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Huh? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles. And Larry. They saved me. I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry. What's he talking about? Huh? Yeah, sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? Remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? School was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from school. Or from home. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now you mention it, I do remember that. I see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty was you, thief. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. Just admit it, you did it. You can't tell the truth. You tell us the truth. Yeah, no borrowing my eraser. Oh my god. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. That's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over there and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. I didn't mean to start talking in a little kid voice there, because I'm not me. I'm talking in a real adult voice right now. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy whose money had been stolen, was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in trial is evidence. Everything else is no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? So cute. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone was shouting it. You did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But, Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you just shut up? It's always how it was. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. But I think that's how he feels. He said he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Very well. I will replace my money myself. This teacher is always paying for things themselves. Always paying for things themselves. That teacher, that's probably like, especially back in this, that's like rip off. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I kind of took it personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked about after class that day. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm gonna become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew you'd have to meet me. Whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed me, and I believed in him. He's in pain and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth, and I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So that's why you helped me out for free? Yes. You helped me. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I do it for free. Oh, Nick! Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. All right, here we go. Hey, pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what it may, it's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. Guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like a hot dog stand is closed today too. Guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up to work. That old caretaker got away. Yep. Never imagined he might be a real murderer. Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemons, you see. Mr. Grossburn? There's no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That's true, yes. From what I saw from today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine though, right? Well, I'm not sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office just once. I may be able to offer some assistance. Okay. Nobody's home. Hello! Hello! Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello! Hello! I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello! Hello! Alright, parrot? Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Oh, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? That's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? Let's open it, Nick. Come on. Ow. Hey. He keeps it locked, right? So there must be something valuable in here. Let's see. One thing in here is a letter. A letter? Oh, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert. Oh my god. The whole thing is written out here. How to kill Robert Hammond did frame Edgeworth, hauling Edgeworth out to the lake and getting the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in the court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Okay. There's nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take that letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Anything else? Everything's cold. Looks like he hasn't turned the heater on. Guess he hasn't been back since the trial. Ah! What's wrong? Oh, never mind. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. Doesn't look like he used the kitchen much. You're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What, you think he was telling the truth? Okay. Okay. How do I go back here? One day left, Nick. Yep. I know, I'm trying. He's out again. When does he work anyways? Now, don't be harsh. God, are you kidding me? You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard a story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, all right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, did you know the trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney? Ridiculous, she thinks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple to a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you've changed too much, Edgeworth. Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, that man in the trapped elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. On that day, 15 years ago. There's 3 of us trapped. Yeah, we got there. Yeah. Lost all the memory. Lost your memory. Now I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument at the court. Claimed Yogi had not been sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I've learned everything I know from courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he's taken on, none were left unresolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that means... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is possible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. If what you're saying is true, you're headed to a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. There's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I admit. You want to see this? I can show this to you. This came out of the shape in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me. Who is this old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he have been an innocent defendant? You got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? What means there's someone else behind it. 2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. Well, what is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Oh my god, it took us a long time to get there. All right, anything else? Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. Just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thin and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. Blah, blah, blah. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed to court and Yogi was found guilty. Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell you. The last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What are you? Stop breathing my air! And I see a pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if that was evidence from the day of court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe I was the one who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think of it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do. Like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6. Alright, bye, Miles. Mr. Grossberg. Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not... My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened. Hmm? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream! Only a dream! I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well... Also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired. The deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was the defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. Von Karma was an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. You see, when Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Sorry. Edgery Gregworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. You're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? Only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. You want to see this paper? I'll show you this. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting is this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? It is Yanni Yogi? Yanni Yogi? Oh, no, it's Karma. Karma. It's Karma. Karma's a bitch. Should've known better. Von Karma? Why would he have done something like this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. Yeah. Yeah. The one you told Mr. Yogi to kill was... correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? It's all fucked up. You want to see anything else? Gregory Edgeworth. He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would become of von Karma. Were he alive? This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one but two trials thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage the DL6 incident has done will never be eased. You want to know about Bird? You want to know about Bird? You don't want to know about Bird. Okay. Well. Oh. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles guilty. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood. Faulty evidence. It was the only penalty Von Karma had ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Vacation? Yeah, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. I have a strange idea about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd, if he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up a DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. Can't believe he'd kill someone. But, Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. Can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. Okay. Do you want to see? Do you want to look at this one more time, maybe, or no? After we had that conversation. Okay. No, he doesn't. Anything else to talk about? There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will come back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like it affected Gumshoe. Yep. Yeah. Von Karma's in there. Alright. Let's go. Von Karma. Dusty as always. We're the only ones. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I just was noticing he isn't here. Von Karma. Oops. I want to examine. Huh? One of the drawers is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely gone. Or completely empty. What? What are you doing here? Ah! Von Karma! It's Dracula! You! How dare you know my name? What? How do you know? What do you mean, how do we know your name? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed a veneer at amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me, a grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing after? The son of your most bitter rival? That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. You've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know that Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. So Von Karma's going to bring up DL6. Yeah, we know that. Mr. Von Karma, take a look at this. This was you, wasn't this? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I heard him called that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? Indeed. 600,000 volts. Oh my god! That's fucked up. That's fucked up. People don't die from it usually. Nick, run! Maya! Why did he not run? What? Maya. The letter. Did he take it? Yeah. Are you okay? Yeah, right. What? No cameras in the evidence room. Yeah, what the hell is that shit? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! Has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya. She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident. Evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him.